happy that you were able to take from your busy time to come and meet with us in the PTSA board meeting. Today in our PTSA board meeting, you all have received your agendas. We're going to be, the school is requesting some technology equipment to enhance student achievement. Some of these technology equipments that we're going to be asking for will be the Dameware, and I'll go more into what each of the equipment entails. The EduSoft laser printer scanner, the Adobe Writer 10 licenses, the projector bulbs for smartboard, and the next page. Okay, and batteries for the laptop. Okay. We are requesting these technology equipment to address the technology needs of this school and to keep with updated materials to help the students with their different software programs that they use throughout the school. And to recognize the importance of technology to enhance the student with the web-based programs, which some of those programs are the Success Maker, Reading Plus, FPED Explorer, River Deep, Gizmos, and Accelerator Reader. Does everybody know what the programs, each of them, do or help the students with technology? Yes. Going with the first item on the agenda, which is the Dameware. The Dameware is a software that connects to all the computers in our school. What it basically does is that the person in charge using it, it's the school's network infrastructure, and system support. He's the ITS person that comes into our school, helps all the teachers when there is any computer issues. Instead of him having to come to our classrooms, when he does it, he connects it. He's able to connect at his office and make sure what the teacher has, what troubleshoot, in order to better troubleshoot the problem from his office. And he's able to view everything from his computer there. And from there, he can troubleshoot the problems. And he's able to do the troubleshoot. And
now, can he log in from?
Yes.
Can he log in from another school since he shares schools?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can, because what he does is that he'll ask the teacher for the number of her monitor, and from there he could type up the number of the monitor, and he'll be able to view exactly what the teacher's viewing.
So that'll increase his effectiveness and
of him not being here, since he's only here 3 times a week. The other 2 days he's able to do that. Which is, I mean, I use it a lot when we had to call the district, and they've done it for me at the district, and my computer goes crazy because I see them doing everything and I'm not even touching it. So he'll be able to do that as well, remotely. Okay. This is not very sensitive.
We'll add that to the list. More sensitive. Smartboard.
Yeah, we need to repair a smartboard.
Okay. Next is the EduSoft printer and scanner. See? And one more. There you go. Okay.
Is there a backup?
Yeah. I think it's easier with the mouse.
Okay,
Can
let me see.
please. I think you gotta go back. No, the other one. No. So left more.
Right there.
There. Again.
Okay,
Perfect. EduSoft laser and printer scanner. This is the teacher's best friend. The teacher's best friend. When we have our interim assessments, we have them quarterly, And what we do is that we have to scan them, and it goes directly to the district to be able to, so the district can see our results. And that's quarterly. What the district does is gets all the results of all the schools, and then from there compile all the schools together and see what school has progress throughout the whole quarterly of the school year. And the teachers have I guess a window, a period of time where they could assess the students, and then from there collect the scantrons and scan it through the interim assessments. That also, we're able to view the results of the students as well. We're here requesting for 3 laser printers. Right now we have one, Salcedo has one and the library has one. But as you all know, we're a big school and there's a lot of teachers. And we're all doing it. Even now, kindergarten and first graders are actually doing the interim assessments too. That's new now. So now there's more teachers involved. Requesting for the 3, we're thinking that maybe we could put one in the PLC, which is for the K-1 teachers. The EOC, which is here, because the only one that's here is the library. And sometimes with the library having the traffic of the different classrooms and computers, having one at the SPED room, which is right down the hall, we could use one there. And then we could use one at the MOC with the computer lab with the middle school. So that is why we requested 3, because we really have 2 now. And having an additional 3 would help us significantly with all the, especially with the window period, because we have a set day to do it. And then when you come, you have like 10 teachers trying to scan the interim assessments.
So you want a total of 5 printers then? I mean, not from us, but 5 printers in the school.
3. There's 2 now.
Scanners.
Okay.
And they're scanners/printers.
Okay.
3 of them.
When you mean scanner, you're not talking about scanning the test?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a Scantron scanner?
It's this, no, it's this, you scan the test, the actual test. It's not like a Scantron. Well, actually it is,
Yeah.
because it has a little Scantron on the bottom, and it scans it through and it puts it in the system. It
It'll also print out,
it looks like this.
it'll also print out the test for you.
The
Results.
results,
Yes.
the results, not the test, the results.
Thank you.
For the next list on the agenda is the Adobe Writer 10 licenses. We have now the Adobe Reader and Writer. We don't have a lot of writers. We have everybody has readers. We have very little writers. And the reason we're requesting for the writers will be to save a lot of data. Like the Voyager, a lot of teachers use Voyager, and we're able to I guess, request the reports for the data of the Voyager and save it. And at the same time of saving it, we can see how the kids are progressing or what the kids need in order for us teachers to help them better their skills in whatever the skills that they're having. Yes.
What is Voyager?
Voyager is it's a reading program that helps our lowest 25 percentile students. And it's like a guided reading where it teaches phonics, systematic, phonemic awareness, etc. And it's like a small group that we do. We're able to input information on the laptops, on our computers, and I guess monthly, we're supposed to do it daily, and then they're supposed to use also, Voyager is also linked to Ticket to Read. So as they're doing Ticket to Read at home, we as teachers are able to see all the movement that they're doing with the Voyager. And by having the writer, we're able to save all the reports onto our computer and go back to them and see how well they've done. Aside from the Voyager, we as teachers, we like to take our students to field trips. They're educational. Being that, we do a lot of field trip rosters. Field trip rosters consist of typing up their names, their address, their phone number. And if we have 4 field trips, let's say a year, if we didn't have the writer, we'll have to redo those rosters every single time. Why can't we use the same ones? Because they have different dates. A lot of the students' withdrawals, we get new ones. So we have to constantly be updating the list. And if we have them saved, we can very well just go back to it and do any changes that we would like to do with those rosters. And it'll help us significantly because, for example, us 5th graders, I think we have 3 field trips. And we've had to do, what we do, we have to type it up every time, and then there's a new one, we gotta retype them again. Right now, I don't think we have, very little, we have the writer. We don't even know who has a writer, if there is any in the building. Also, teacher evaluation forms. Yes?
You should have 5.
Five.
What's your plan to, where do you want to put it?
Yeah, I was getting to it right now
I'm
after.
gonna tell you that.
We're also doing, we also do teacher evaluation forms. We have to do our teacher evaluation forms at the beginning, quarterly. So, and it's always updating as well. Our goals are always updating depending on how our students are doing, what they need, what are their needs, what have they accomplished, so we change our goals also as well. And we have to keep on updating our evaluations. And as far as requesting, we would like to request 18 licenses, 1 for each level chairperson. If one chairperson has it in their grade level, it'll help us significantly, because usually we go to, in our planning time, we'll go to the classroom and we'll print out all the rosters that we need. And we keep it there on that computer or even in our jump drive.
And
Can we do
where
it on the jump drive? We could save it on the jump drive? No.
where are the 5 that we have now? We need 18 plus the additional 5 that we have?
Would tell me what those 5 are, that will be.
I would assume there are administrators
I
and
think
possibly
that- no.
Monica. Go
I
ahead.
can tell you, media center, ELC office, we have the school psychologist has one, the, couple of the grade level chairs have one, and that's basically.
I know 5th grade doesn't have.
No.
And that's
Speaking
it.
of
I
our
think there's
fifth grade.
one on each floor, somewhere, and that's it.
Somewhere.
And that's it, but that's it.
Somewhere, but if we would have one in a set place, it would
Right.
really help us.
Yeah, that you guys can share and don't have
It's
to.
not enough. But what the issue that came up this year is that Voyager is now saved on, and everybody teaches.
And everybody teaches
Everybody
Voyager.
who teaches Voyager is struggling.
Yes.
And it's not really just the grade level chairs that need them. And it's not necessarily the grade level chair that arranges the field trips.
Yes, so.
And the Voyager is used
If
school-wide?
1 per grade level,
School-wide.
maybe that
School-wide?
would
Okay.
determine who the techie person is on that
Like
level.
I have one in the PLC main office,
Mhm.
but the teachers don't have them in their classrooms. So they're lining up outside me, and that works. I mean, like PE really doesn't have one. So like one of the PE teachers has been spending an inordinate amount of time outside of his area,
Yeah.
sitting in my office, because he does a lot of field trips.
Yeah.
And most of the other grade levels don't even use one or find where it's saved. They're just, every time there's a field trip, typing that entire document over
And
and
I
over
can
and
tell you,
over.
before
And it's such a waste
administrators
of
were
time.
given Adobe 7, and I'm finding now that because of the upgrades that have happened over the years, that sometimes I'm getting a message that says, sorry, your version of Adobe isn't gonna work on this document, so we have to, you know.
No, and it's not something that we can copy. If we could even download from the grade book to the form, it would be so much easier, but we have to literally type everything. As far as the Voyager, there's a lot of teachers that
Yeah,
have
the Voyager is the
Voyager.
the
There's
biggest
a lot.
concern.
I do Voyager as well.
Right, the biggest concern is Voyager. The teachers cannot save the data, and it's a mission. And we
Yes.
might have 4 teachers in a grade level doing Voyager.
Yeah.
So if we could even have 2 of them that are close by,
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
have
And
it.
Voyager is the program from the district that they have decided every child that's working below grade level is going to use
Yeah.
Voyager
Correct.
as the intervention
Right. For
strategy.
example,
So we don't have an
second-
option on that, we have to use that.
Second grade, several teachers use Voyager. Especially the grades that departmentalize. First grade and kindergarten, we can get away with maybe 2, 1 for each grade level. But second, they cross group. And I know, like Mr. Bizu, not Ms. Martinez really, not Mr. Bizu, does Voyager. But so does Ms. Diaz, and so does Ms. Rodriguez. And so, you know, and
And
they're.
Ms. Martinez
I
is
said
at the
Ms.
same grade
Martinez.
level.
So there are
I'm
3
sorry.
people in second grade that really do Voyager. If there's one stray kid, I might send that stray kid over to those people.
Yes.
Oh,
Third grade.
I know it's a great system, though,
Mhm.
my only concern is the cost. So
I
you have to
know.
put a cost to all these figures.
Right,
We know.
and that's why, I mean, we need other things, but these are, we picked out the things that we need the most.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the Miami Lakes K is a technology, and everything's so technology
Right.
based that it's